most people are fans of music, but maybe different genres. So I know you're very well versed in different genres. So I'm gonna kind of put you on the spot here.
Okay.
Because what we used to do on this channel and still do a little bit, we used to rank stuff. I love ranking stuff.
It's fun. It is.
And
Everybody loves to.
talking about top 5 things, Mount Rushmore things. Mount Rushmore of live performers, music.
Live performers. Any genre?
Any genre.
Any genre. So I just recently saw Stevie Wonder.
Okay.
He's 74 years old. He played for almost 3 hours. He had like a 30 to 40 piece band on stage, and it was incredible. I was like so blown away by how good he sounded at the age that he's at right now. And he's my favorite artist of all time. So I would probably put him on there. Let's see, who are some GOAT performers? I've had a lot of fun at Tame Impala concerts over the years.
Okay. So Stevie,
Tame Impala. I don't know if Tame Impala would be on Mount Rushmore. That one is hard for live performers. I just saw Anderson .Paak live. Anderson .Paak in the Free Nationals. I would definitely put on there. That was my 3rd time seeing them now.
Okay.
And Anderson, I think, is because he's about the same age as us. I think he's our generation's best live performer.
Wow.
Because he is a drummer by trade first. Like, he got his start, going on. He played drums for like one of the American Idol girls going on tour. And then his career just kind of blew up after that. And the drums kind of took a back seat. But when you see him live, he's behind the kit the whole night playing like not just like basic drum stuff. He's drumming.
Yeah.
And he's rapping, singing. He'll go dance. Like, he puts everything into his performance. I saw Alicia Keys live.
Okay.
She was up there with how good she was at performing, how seasoned she was, how she played, it's in Little Caesars and she's playing the whole room, she's getting around the whole area. So I might have to put Alicia Keys on that list.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since I've seen M, but Eminem was a lot of fun every time I've seen him.
Yeah, we were there for the Royal Oak show.
Yeah, the Royal Oak show. That was crazy with Slaughterhouse and Yellow Wolf.
Yeah.
That was wild. God, it's so hard for me to nail down a live performance. Here's one that people on your show might not know about. There's a band called Humphreys McGee.
Okay.
They're in the jam band scene. They're kind of more of a heavier rock jam band than like a Grateful Dead. They're a little bit more intense. But those guys, every time they play, it's like a 3-hour show. They usually do 2 sets, like an hour and a half. They'll break for like 10 minutes, come back out. And every time I leave with my head like exploded.
Yeah.
So I think I'd probably put those guys in it. I think that's probably about 5, isn't it?
Yes, yeah. So we're going to solidify this. We're going to go Stevie Wonder. Alicia Keys. Okay. Anderson .Paak. Okay.
I'll go Humphreys.
Okay.
And then what was the fifth?
Honorable mention number 5.
Honorable mention number 5.
M?
You know what? Just because we'll go M, but I just also want to mention that I'm super proud of it. And I know it's like super weird, and it had to have been so hard to be one of the best rappers ever and then transition into something completely different. But Andre doing this fucking flute stuff, dude.
Yeah.
I was mad when I first heard. And then I watched it live and started watching his interviews about how happy it's making him. And I was like, totally changed my perspective on it. So I got to give my hat off to Andre 3000 too.
That's
got my
so
Outcast shirt on right now.
Hell yeah, man. And it's such a cool thought to have that, like, first you're mad, I would say, as a fan, selfishly, but then breaking through that is your love for this person as a human. It's just like, oh man, if it's making you happy, it make me happy. Hell yeah, throw in that flute album. Yeah.
I mean, he did this interview where like I forget who was interviewing him, but it was at a laundromat. They were just interviewing while he was at a laundromat, and he was just talking about how, like, like, I love rap music, but right now this is what's currently making me happy, and brought me all these new friends and new things that I hadn't had before, and I'm evolving, I'm changing as a person. And I'm like, I get it, man. Outkast, when they came out, he was 17 years old.
Wow.
Andre's 48 years old now. So it's like,
that's wild.
Things change in your life. You know what I mean? You go through cycles. And I still hold out hope. I think there's still going to be, if not an Outkast album, we're definitely going to get Andre raps eventually again. I think he's working his way back to it. This is just where he's at right now.
Yeah. I would love to see it. I would love at least one more Andre verse or dare I say song? Dare I say album
Seriously,
with
man.
Big Boy?
And that's
That'd be cool.
that is the slightly annoying thing about him, because he'll be like, what am I supposed to rap about? I'm 48 years old, and this and that. And then he'll drop a feature on a song, and it's like the best verse you ever heard.
Of
and you're
the
like,
year.
What?
Yeah, I know.
Come
You
on,
still
man.
got it. I know. You don't have to. It's a lot of these artists. They're still doing it after decades. They evolve.
Mm-hmm.
They're talking about different stuff and grown-up stuff.
And I personally love that. Like especially
me too.
since I got sober,
Mm-hmm.
I need deeper meanings in the messaging of the music that I consume. Like I can't listen to that much party music anymore, especially because I'm not out drinking. Like it like when you quit drinking, it really changes your brain chemistry to that kind of stuff. And you're like, man, I just am not into this anymore.
Dude, that's so funny. I had this epiphany recently. I had this epiphany, and the song Let's Go by Lil Jon and Trick Daddy came on. And I had this grown-up thought, and it starts with Lil Jon. And well, he says the N-word, so I'm not gonna say the word. I'm just gonna say people.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
as I'm gonna quote the song, I'm gonna say people. He says, "There's a lot of fucking people in the club tonight," and then he goes, "Fuck them, fuck them." And I'm sitting there, I'm like, okay, wait a minute. You're deciding to go to this club, and why is it immediately fuck these people? There are probably a lot of good people in there. It's on you for choosing to go to this club. And it's just like, oh, what a dad thought that is. Like, what a just 37-year-old, like, I'm no fun anymore.